Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly soul connection reading. And so this is going to be for today's date, which is a Monday, March 8th, going all the way until Sunday, March 14th. This could be for any kind of a soul connection, twin flame, soulmate, however you see this person. At the end of the day, we're not really focused on any kind of labels here, just the energies between you and them. I do tend to channel for those that are experiencing some sort of a separation or challenge in your connection. So please keep that in mind and only take what resonates with you and get rid of what doesn't. This beautiful orgonite here is created by my friend Michelle from Wing and Bell. It is the Archangel Michael Rose Orgonite. Look at how beautiful this thing is here. Whew. So anyways, I'm going to put this over here just to kind of draw some protective energy here from that orgonite. So all the decks that I'm going to be using here today, they're going to be all of my own self-created decks. So they'll be listed down below and I'll let you guys know what they are as I shuffle each deck. So let's get started. Let's take a look and see what is the head and heart space that your person is in towards you currently. So we are actually going to be using my Twin Flame Journey Tarot throughout this reading, and whatever we draw, I'm going to actually put it back into the deck and we're going to reshuffle it. I don't know, I just felt guided to do that today. So we're going to go into my Arrows of Love Oracle and just kind of see what is the head and heart space that your person is in towards you in this connection this week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get two cards for the head space, where they're at in their mental space towards you. Okay, we have Love Lyrics. And we have Loyalty, Violets Are Blue. Where are they at in their heart space? We have Higher Purpose. And we have Past Love. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some tarot just to kind of clarify this energy. But I definitely am getting here for sure that your person might be actually listening to music, and whatever songs are playing, they're really paying attention to the lyrics. It's really causing them to deeply think or even analyze the connection between the two of you. This is probably somebody that you were together with in the past. So this would be considered like a past connection here, right? In their heart space, of course, they're coming through with that higher purpose. Like there's a higher reason that maybe you guys could not move forward at that time, or that just things worked out the way that they worked out at that time for a reason. So let's get some tarot here. What's that Love Lyrics energy about? Ooh, okay, so I feel like this person's definitely thinking about the past. I mean, whenever judgment comes up, this is about past behavior, how we acted in the past, very karmic. We're thinking about how we treated other people, past actions, past things that just are related to the past. And I think it's very interesting that we have past love here. So I feel like your person's definitely reviewing things that have happened between the two of you. And I feel like it's like the things that they're hearing, lyrics, maybe that they're looking up, words that they're listening to, it's really bringing up a lot for them. I feel like it's being resurrected. Something is being resurrected in their mind about you and this connection. Like they're really heavily thinking about it if they haven't really been heavily thinking about it before. I feel like it's pretty heavy this week. That's what I'm seeing here. It's kind of like it's hitting them like a lightning bolt, for sure. Maybe some sort of song, some specific music, or your name popped up or something has just like struck them like lightning. That's what I'm getting here. So now we have Violets Are Blue. Loyalty. It could be that loyalty issues, it's like coming up. So if they were not super loyal, or let's just say there was an issue with loyalty on your end, I'm getting here that that's coming up for them this week. So let's go ahead and see what that loyalty energy is connected to. Oh yeah, look at that, Four of Cups. I feel like they failed to see something or understand something at the time that the two of you were together. And they may be kind of melancholy about this now, where they're starting to realize that they missed out on a good thing, that they blew their opportunity with you, that they just failed to recognize something at that time. So they're really thinking about that very heavily this week, you guys. They're thinking about that Four of Cups energy for sure. They could have rejected you. They could have rejected you for something different. Maybe they thought grass was going to be greener on the other side. Maybe they thought whatever they were going towards at that time was going to make them happy. And I'm just getting here that it's all coming back to them this week. And they're really thinking about how they're just still not happy. What they thought was going to make them happy didn't actually make them happy. They're discontent with the connection. as in the way that it is right now, that it's past, that it's over, that it's, no longer. They're discontent with that energy. And they're not really interested in anything else. I feel like there's just this discontent energy with that Four of Cups for them. They're thinking about how there's no one else like you. There's no one else that really can replace you. I'm also sensing that too. So let's now go ahead and get into the heart space. So we have higher purpose. So for me, they really feel or are connecting you to a higher purpose lesson, a soul lesson, some maybe karmic lesson for them. Okay, so we're getting that. Let's get tarot. See, this is the Tower here. It's now in this particular deck, I don't have lightning in this card, which Tower usually represents lightning, but we have it here. So the fact that we have Tower and lightning here with Judgment, this is huge. It's very sudden energy. Like suddenly they're in their heart space. Suddenly they're seeing their past actions. Suddenly they're connecting dots to you. They're really reviewing something here. Something's come crashing down and really hit them very suddenly. It's like a revelation. The key word here on this card is divine intervention. It's almost like something may have happened to them, very spiritual experience, and they've been spiritually awakened or shaken to the core, and they're connecting you and reflecting on this connection with you and really in their heart space about this. So they see your connection as some sort of spiritual transformation for them. I'm seeing that. Yeah, look, and it's an awakening is what I'm getting here. It activates them. They may not want to make the same mistakes that they made with you moving forward. You may be, in a way, somewhat responsible for their awakening, as in helping them to see aspects of themselves. Maybe it's something that you said, maybe it's something you did, and so it has shaken them to the core. It has forever changed them. It helps them to want to be a better version of themselves. So that your connection, whatever happened between the two of you in the past, is still with this person, and it's still working in a very spiritual, transformative way for them. That's really amazing, you guys. So that is where your person is at this week with your connection. That's pretty significant. So I'm going to put these back in the deck, like I said, just to kind of see if there's any repeats that want to come through. Okay. So why don't we take a look and see, where are you at? Where is the person watching the video? Where are you at this week when it comes to this person? Where are you at in your head space when it comes to this person? Okay, we have on the mend with invitation of love. So I immediately get here that you are inviting forgiveness. You are inviting the possibility of forgiving this person, maybe working things through and reconciling with this person at some point. So I feel like this is something that you're really thinking about this week. What about your emotions? What are you feeling in your heart space? Yeah, trials of love. It's kind of like you realize that this person was also a part of your lessons. So I feel like you guys are mirroring that this week, is the lessons, the karma, how you guys can grow and learn from this and be better versions of yourselves. Yeah, up in the air. And of course, it is up in the air where this may lead. But I feel like regardless, you guys are willing to just take the lessons of this love, of what you guys went through. You're willing to take that with you into your future. And you're willing to allow that to, work in a beautiful way and kind of unfold in a beautiful way in your present and future life. So even if you don't see this person again, it's like you're willing to take the love with you. And it's really a beautiful energy. So let's take a look at that on the mend. What is this on the mend energy? Okay, look at that. We have Devil. You guys have some major arcanas coming up in this reading for how you guys are viewing and seeing each other. So to me, that tells me there's like some significant energies coming through, because your person got the Tower and they also got the Judgment card, and they got the Fool as well. I think there was another, I don't know if there was another major, but they're all just very significant energies here for sure. So what is the Devil? The Devil is, in a way, the lovers in darkness. You have the Lovers in regular tarot, and then you have the Devil, which usually shows those same two lovers, but they're in that darkness. They're in that fear. They feel like they're shackled. They feel like they, have hit a brick wall. They feel perhaps codependent or even obsessed, or just in facing their shadow. They're in their shadow selves of the Lovers. So I feel like you have definitely faced your shadows when it comes to this person, and you are on the mend. You do want to clear this energy. You want to clear this karma. You want to clear you want to learn from this. You don't want to be attached to this situation or this individual in a negative way any longer. You don't want to obsess about them. You don't want to become codependent or stay codependent on them. So what you're doing is you're inviting a healthier version of this love into your life. So I feel like it's out with the old. This old energy has not worked in the past, and it's not working. So this is something where you're willing to give up an obsession towards this person or a lower vibrational attachment to this person, and invite a new flow, a new type of energy in, which could be forgiveness and unconditional love. Oh yeah, look, another major arcana, the Sun. You're willing to illuminate and grow from the shadows, you guys. How amazing. So where you're at right now with this person is that you do want to forgive them. You do want to clear this karma. You do want to clear the past. And whether you're able to do that with this person by communicating with them, I'm getting here that you're willing to do it on your own. And that's a good thing, because we don't always have the opportunities to come back together with someone. So you may just be doing this energetically with this individual, and that's just as good. It may not feel that way at the time, but it's just as powerful. It's just as significant. So you're definitely moving towards the sun. You're moving towards the light. You're in lighter vibrational energy with this individual. You want to cut away all that dead weight that's not serving you in a positive way. So now this brings us into this heart space that you have connected to them. Now we have trials of love. Lesson, you had to go through something to get to this point. Things had to be challenging and difficult. That something had to happen. And another major arcana, look at that. You knew that you had to maybe even just go off on your own, be in separation with them to do this soul searching. Sometimes we have to disconnect with others and be in our own energy to be able to go within to get those answers that we're really truly seeking. Sometimes we seek these things outside of ourselves, but it's really within. Things outside of ourselves definitely help to mirror something in us, to trigger something within us, so we can look at that and heal and grow and ascend. But yes, most definitely you and this individual have come together, and you significantly have helped each other to grow and change. So I feel like you are now going within. You're not looking to this person for the answers. You realize that they may have triggered you and been a part of your ascension and growth and healing, but you're not giving them all the credit. Yes, you may have had an awakening because of them. You may have gone through some major spiritual transformations that are connected to them, but at the end of the day, this is your spiritual journey. And they're a part of it, yes, but they're not your entire journey. And some of you guys might be willing to detach from this person and this individual in an unhealthy way and go more towards growing on your own and more towards the light and like an individual journey, which may of course still energetically include them, but you're not in this heavy energy with them any longer. You're not pining away from them. You're not waiting for them. You're not putting your life on hold because of them. You're growing. Okay. So that up in the air energy makes sense to me, because that's kind of like a letting go. Like, it's kind of up in the air what's going to happen with this individual. Anything is possible. You may reconnect, you may not reconnect, but you're still going to live your life anyway. So this to me is like you're going towards healthier times. Yeah, look, so you guys do share the Four of Cups energy. That was the third card that I couldn't think of, because your person got the Fool, the Tower, and they also got the Judgment card. And so you have three major arcanas just like them, plus you guys share the Four of Cups. That's kind of cool. So this is telling me here that the Four of Cups gives us an opportunity. Look, an opportunity with what we may have missed out on before, what we missed, where like we may not have realized what we had. We may not have realized, something at that time when we were with this person. And sometimes we're just not mature enough. We're not as ascended enough. Sometimes we may just need to grow more before we can really appreciate something. And so I feel like you guys both had to separate in order to go towards this growth and do more soul searching on your own. So you guys right now, it's still up in the air on whether or not this is a complete missed opportunity in this lifetime. You guys still have some things that you're looking at, maybe some things that you're still needing to go within to seek that happiness. Four of Cups person can sometimes miss the mark. The Four of Cups person can sometimes not understand the opportunity that they've been given. You know, in a more traditional sense with this Four of Cups card, it does show a hand offering a cup, and it's a cup from the divine. It's a lesson. It's an opportunity for something amazing and extraordinary, but we don't always see it that way at the time. You and this person may still not be seeing something. There may be something that you're still missing. So that might be one of the reasons why things are still up in the air in this connection, why you guys are still really focusing on self-growth and development. You guys are still learning. I don't know why I said lurking. You guys are still both learning on your own, apart from each other. And I'm getting here that that's okay. You guys still may need some time under your belt for separation to explore, to ascend, to grow, to heal. So I feel like the person watching the video, you're content with this or becoming more content with this. You're becoming more content with this idea that when the time is right, you may come together with them. Or if that opportunity doesn't present itself, you're still going to take the wisdom and the love and the lessons with you and continue to move forward with your life. So it's a very beautiful energy I'm sensing from the person watching the video. But you guys share the Four of Cups. You guys both realize that you guys both missed something before, that something may have been amiss, that something just wasn't right. You guys were not a vibrational match at that time. Something didn't work out for a reason. And you guys are both coming to a conclusion that maybe neither one of you were actually ready. And you may have felt like you were ready at the time, but Spirit's like saying otherwise. You may have thought you were ready, but maybe you weren't. So both of you guys missed the mark before, and that's okay. But now you guys are on a quest to go deeper within yourselves, to figure out kind of like some sort of mystery, something that can kind of retrieve that missing aspect. And you guys might see each other as keys. You might see each other as clues on how to get to that key. So I like that you guys both share this energy. It's pretty cool. All right. So now we're going to go into the energies of the mutual energies. So what are mutual energies that you guys both share on this journey right now when it comes to each other? We already know you guys share the Four of Cups. So what else are you sharing? So we're going to go into my charm cards for this. What is the mutual shared energy between you and your person right now? Yeah, look at that. Repair. And I think it's really cool because that's actually what you have on the mend. Repair. You guys both want to repair this connection. You guys may not know how to do it, but you guys want to. We also have birdcage, both feeling trapped, kind of like, I don't know how to do that exactly. So I kind of like that. The Four of Cups is the shared energy so far because it's really telling us here that you guys are both going within. Instead of seeking for the answers outside of yourself, you're going within. I like that. We have fairy, magical. We have slow moving, that turtle. And we have spoon, hunger. I definitely feel like you guys both hunger and desire the same thing here, for sure. I see this. You guys both desire and hunger to repair this connection. And even though it might be slow moving on how to get there and how to make that happen, you guys both definitely want it. There is this element where you guys both feel somewhat trapped as well. So we're going to take this in order here, okay? So we're going to start with the safety pen, and then we'll move forward. So repair. What is this shared energy? Yeah, look at that. I love this strength. First of all, this is very strong. It's a strong connection. It's also strong that you guys both want to repair it, right? And it takes a lot of inner strength to be able to restrain yourself, to know when the time is right. This is also about reconciling something within yourself. It's kind of like that masculine and feminine energy within yourself. The beast, the lion, may want to come out, may want to roar, may want to do something specific. But then it takes that feminine energy to kind of restrain that masculine side from jumping the gun and maybe, doing something prematurely. So I feel like you guys are both you guys are both trying to find that balance, I should say. You guys are both trying to find that balance when it comes to how to go about repairing this. And so I do feel like that's where you guys are going within yourselves for the answers. Instead of looking at how each one of you guys can, come towards one another, I definitely feel like you guys are going within when it comes to repairing. Kind of like, I need to repair myself on an inner level first. I need to repair these broken aspects of myself first before I try to make amends and repair with you. That's what you guys are both getting. Okay, now we have birdcage, trapped. Yeah, you guys definitely both feel this for sure. So we have 3 of Cups. So it's kind of like while you guys are in this energy of restraining yourselves, working on yourselves, and while you might feel somewhat trapped, like you can't really do what you want to do with each other, you guys just may be focusing on the people that are in your environment, your family members, your friends, maybe even working, celebrating, and also enjoying community, maybe even just being casual at this particular time with other people. The 3 of Cups can also be reconciliation, coming back together and having a better time in this connection. I just feel like you guys both feel the same way, where you guys are both feeling like you're just not sure if that's possible. You may not know whether or not you guys can ever be friendly again after whatever has happened here. But you guys both want that. You guys both want to come together and be friendly. You guys both want to repair this connection, but you feel trapped on how to do that, okay? Now, somebody else's situation, as in, I'm just going to put this out there for people it resonates with, so only take it if it resonates, as in this. It could be other people, other people's relationships, third-party situations. Maybe you or your person are with someone else right now. That could also be preventing the 2 of you from repairing this like you may want to. People might be purposely restraining themselves because they're trying to act with integrity. They don't want to involve people in third-party situations. They don't want to overstep boundaries. I'm getting that as well, if that makes sense. Let's take a look at that magical card, Fairy, okay? So that fairy energy, very magical energy, right? It feels very mystical and magical, what's happening here. Yeah, look, that right there, judgment, karma review, resurrection, the past. Definitely feel like you guys felt a magical spark. You guys both felt it in the past for sure. Okay. So when you guys review the past and you think about the past and you just kind of recollect on your past connection, it was very, very magical, and it may still be magical. This magic still may be felt, but whatever magical spark that you guys had, you guys are both aware of that. It's something special, something like it hit you like a bolt of lightning. You were forever touched. You were forever changed by this connection. This is both of you. Not just one-sided. You guys both feel this, okay? And what this does, it's like this, the magic of this connection is always with you to some degree. So that's why your person, when they have the judgment's energy towards you, when they think about themselves, when they think about just their life and what they're doing and the goals that they have, there's something, a little aspect of you that's with them that kind of reminds them of the things that they've done, who they are. You're with them. So I feel like this is now a mirrored energy. You guys both feel this. You guys both feel the magic. You guys both are touched by each other in a very magical way. There's something very magical about your connection, and you guys both feel that. So let's take a look at that turtle, slow moving energy. You guys both feel the devil. See, remember, you have the devil's energy. So I don't know, I felt guided, which I normally don't do this, but I felt really guided to put all the cards back into the tarot because I wanted to see which ones would come back up, because those are significant messages and also mirrored energies. So they had this on their end and you had this on your end, person watching the video. So you guys both are working on detaching and getting rid of things that no longer serve you, becoming better versions of yourselves, healing yourselves, working out your codependent energies or even addictions. So it may be that it's slow moving because you guys are both working on this, but you guys nonetheless are working on healing yourselves and helping yourselves and to becoming better versions of yourselves. And you guys both inspire each other to do this work. And that's really, really cool. Okay. Now we have hunger spoon. Definitely feel like you guys both have an appetite for each other. You guys both hunger this connection. And there's something about being fed. There's something that this connection feeds you. And there's something that this connection feeds your person. So it makes sense to me that the devil is here because you guys both have this desire. You guys both have this attachment to one another. And I feel like sometimes it can become dark and sometimes you can get through that darkness and not be so attached. So I feel like there's a little bit of an up and down energy that you guys both kind of get caught up in with each other. Sometimes you both need each other. Sometimes you might obsess on what went wrong. Sometimes you might let your fears or triggers come up, which tears tears each other apart. I feel like sometimes you guys can go to the dark side with this connection, and so can they. And then sometimes you are in the magic and the light of this connection, and so are they. So it's like you guys are kind of both feeding each other's energy. That's what I'm getting here with that spoon. You guys both feed each other's energy. So that's why it's very important to realize that whatever energy you're in, it can be very poisonous, or it can be very nutritious for this connection. So be very aware of the energy that you're in. Try to be the best version of yourself all the time. It's not about being perfect, but really try to realize when you're in the darkness and try not to stay in there. Try not to get stuck in that darkness, shackled to the past, shackled to the things that, were so dark or so painful. You can revisit that, but try to clear it. Don't try to hold on to that. So I feel like you guys both struggle with your shadows here. Yeah, look, 8 of Swords, imprisoned and shackled. In the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite, it does show 2 lovers with chains connected to the devil. So definitely feel like this is, it's the message here. You guys both feel shackled and imprisoned to what happened here, to the past, to the darkness. So you guys both struggle. You guys both struggle to repair the wounds that you've not only inflicted upon each other, but upon yourselves as well. And the only way out of that dark energy is to grow and to learn and to forgive not only yourselves, but each other. So you guys both are in the light and magic, but also the dark and shadowy aspects of this connection. And it's like a freaking roller coaster. It's up and down, back and forth, all around. So I thought that was pretty cool to bring like what you guys share as a connection. So now let's take a look and get into the energies of those shadows and fears. What shadows and fears want to come through? So we're actually going to shift out of this Twin Flame Journey Tarot, and now we're going to go into my Mystics Midnight Oracle, which is a shadow deck, as well as the Dark Night of the Soul Tarot, which is a shadow deck. So what are the shadows and fears that your person is battling right now when it comes to you in this connection? Let's see. What are the shadows and fears that your person is battling right now when it comes to you in this connection? Okay, so we have ice pick, premeditated, planning, and calculated. We also have nuclear bomb, vulnerable, exposed, and unsafe. And we have experiments, observation, analysis, and trial run. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. What is this premeditated energy about? Why is your person struggling in this energy? Why do they have this fear when it comes to you in this connection? With the ice pick showing up. 2 of Cups. To me, this Two of Sorrow in this deck is the Two of Cups, a fortress. Somebody basically blocked is what I'm getting here. They put up this like fortress or partition between the two of you. There was a connection here between the two of you. Two of Cups, very loving. You guys were on the same page, but then something happened to tear the two of you apart. So let's go ahead and get a couple more tarot just to kind of get some more details. But there could have been something that they purposely did that's premeditated. Somebody planned something. It was very calculated to put this wall between you and them. They did something to sabotage this connection. Yeah, look, now we have the Strength card coming up, and the Strength card was that shared energy between the two of you, right? It's very strong, powerful love that they felt for you. I'm getting this as past energy. They do still feel this connection with you, but they feel like they're a caged beast. They feel like they cannot get past this fortress, because not only do we have a fortress here, we also have this caged beast. This beast cannot come out. This beast cannot do what he wants to do. You know, so very strong, powerful love between the two of you, but something was planned or actually purposely done to tear you guys apart. Hey, we got cats fighting. Yeah, look at that. Six of Torment, which is the Six of Swords, Stonewall. All of these cards to me really show a block. So I feel like what this is trying to say is that part of your person's shadows and fears when it comes to you is that this is something that they did in the past. They purposely did this, and it was very hurtful. It created a lot of issues in this connection. And because of that, they may fear that if they were to come back towards you or maybe give this connection a second chance, that this is something that you would do in retaliation. So I'm picking up on that fear, okay? So this brings us to the next card, Nuclear Bomb, vulnerable, exposed, and unsafe. That makes them feel very vulnerable. It makes them feel very unsafe. Also, I'm getting here that this person knows that they should probably apologize for this behavior, but that makes them feel so exposed, makes them feel very, very vulnerable, kind of like they're really having to face their ugliness and their shadows and really bring that to the table and really take responsibility. And that's something that it's just easier to block it out. It's just easier to just, you know, not pretend it's not there. I don't think your person can because of all that judgment energy and that karma and that tower. I feel like as much as your person may want to run away from this or just put it out of their mind, they cannot. Spirit will not let them. There's divine intervention here. There's karma. There's something that's being pushed in your and shoved in your person's face to examine and look at when it comes to you in this connection. And it is a part of their ascension. But this makes them feel very vulnerable dealing with you, going back, apologizing, having this communication, even opening up the lines of communication. It makes them feel very vulnerable. It makes them feel very weak, and they don't like that. Yeah, I definitely feel like they fear your wrath. They know that perhaps they hurt you, and they may fear that now you are scorned. This is the Queen of Wands energy. Somebody that may have a lot of rage towards them, a lot of anger. This Queen of Wands in this particular deck, she is very scorned. So that makes them feel unsafe. That makes them feel like they fear your wrath, is what I'm getting with this. They fear your wrath. Yeah, look at that. That's the King and the Queen. And they fear that there will be an issue or a problem, kind of like there's something that may not be able to be reconciled, or that it would just create more issues than anything, that it may create some sort of a reaction in them. And it does say violence. Violence can sometimes be uncontained, like we lash out, we say things that are very hurtful. It's kind of like, I want to have this conversation, or I want to revisit this and reconcile to make these wrongs right, but I'm afraid that your reaction is then going to trigger me and create this reaction within me. And then we're just going to both be operating out of our fear and ego. So I feel like your person, as much as they may want to reconcile with you, they also fear that things would go wrong or that things would just get worse than maybe they already have been. Yeah. So we have the Magician. I do feel like they think about this a lot. They think about other ways that they can go about this. Maybe in a way, there's a little bit of a manipulative energy here, the trickster, kind of like, how can I get creative? What could I say? How could I get in your good graces again? I'm also getting too that there's a lot of distrust because you may not trust this person because you see them as a trickster, because you feel like you cannot trust them. There could have been a lie. There could have been some sort of deception here. So they may just fear that you will never trust them again either. And that's a block. Now we have experiments, observation, analysis, and trial run. I feel like they definitely want to give this a shot. I feel like they want to give this a shot in this life, but there's just a lot of fear working against them. Yes, 6 of Rage, 6 of Wands energy. They fear that they will not be successful because 6 of Wands means victory and success. Well, in this particular deck, we're not victorious and successful. So you can see this tyrant energy is trying to break free anyways. He's trying to go against the grain. So do feel like your person wants this, but this is just something where they're just not sure that they're going to be successful. So they're not willing to trust. They're just what they're seeing and their logical, rational mind is telling them. They're analyzing this very heavily. They might even be observing your behavior from afar and kind of sensing where you're at. I see that too. Yeah, look at that. Devil's energy coming up for the 3rd time in this reading. So this is a very heavy energy in this reading today, you guys. A devil. So this particular deck, it says, playing with fire. As much as I want this, I don't want to get burned. I don't want to go down a bad path. I don't want to get stuck. I don't want this to be a negative. So your person definitely fears that. I also am getting that your person fears becoming addicted to you, which they may have been addicted to you in the past. The spark, the magic, whatever was created between the two of you in the past, this may have almost taken your person, and this may have scared them because this is something that they could not have at that time. They couldn't have a relationship or a connection, being the biggest thing in their life. They may have had other things that they wanted to accomplish at that time. There may have just been other things that they wanted to do. They may not have been ready for a commitment. And so you coming into their life, it kind of threatened that foundation. And again, I feel like they did play with fire. You were the Queen of Wands. They were very attracted to you. They were the King of Wands. You guys were a match. And what I mean by that is, even though you guys may not have ended in the same vibration, obviously something tore the two of you apart. So you were not a match. But in the beginning, I'm getting here, it's like a freaking match was lit. And this connection was freaking fire. And this person was very drawn to you. They were very, very drawn to you. But it's almost like their higher self was telling them, you're not ready. You need to restrain yourself. But they didn't. They went for it anyways, even though they shouldn't have, because they were not ready, because they could not give you what you were looking for. They knew better, but they did it anyways. They did play with fire. And when you play with fire, sometimes you scorn people and hurt people. So now they fear this wrath. They fear what they have done. Now they've taken the lovers that you guys originally were, and they've turned it into like the darkness, the lovers in darkness. That's why it's coming up 3 times. It's almost like you guys are stuck in the dark phase of the lovers. And now you guys are having to go through all of the shadow, all of the darkness, all of the fears, all of the triggers, and work your way back to the light of the connection. Very interesting. And we have the Fool, which is another card that came up before. And it came up with your person's energy in their heart space, where they were at. So to me, see, Journey of Darkness. That's exactly what I just said. So that's just being confirmed here. Now you guys are making your way back from the dark to the light. So you have to go through the shadow work. You have to go through this darkness. You have to face your fears. So you guys trigger the hell out of each other is what I'm getting here. Very magically and just full of passion and desire. But also you guys trigger the darkness within each other too. So this can really scare someone. So I feel like your person is really, really afraid of this love. They're really afraid of this kind of connection because it's very powerful and it has the ability to take them in. Your person does not want to become dependent upon you for happiness. And they could have felt themselves getting sucked in with some kind of energy and they could not deal with that. So they gave it a trial run. They really did. So this is also because a lot of things are coming up, a lot of scenarios. Your person really did want to put their best foot forward with this connection, but in the end, they couldn't do it. They did give it a trial run, but at the end, it's like they were just playing with fire at this point. So it's like now you guys have to go back to square one, all the way to the beginning and work your way out. Journey of Darkness. Yeah. So your person's fears with you and their shadows that they're facing, they're facing a lot of shadows within themselves. A lot of things have been brought out by their connection with you and by what they've experienced with you. But I feel like before your person even puts it out there to give this another try, they want to be damn sure that they're ready. That's what I'm seeing here. They want to be sure that they're ready. And I'm just seeing that they may not be ready at this time still. Yep. All right. I have no idea why I can't talk. All of a sudden my throat is like getting closed up. So lessons presently are presenting themselves for ascension right now. What are the lessons that are presenting themselves for your ascension at this connection? We're going to go into my Twin Flame Journey Oracle. We have release. I love that because this is definitely presenting like we need to let go. We need to release all that is no longer serving us. We really need to release the devil's energy, you guys. That to me is huge in this reading because it's come up 3 times now. We have to release the darkness of this connection. Yes, we have to we have to face the darkness. We have to examine that darkness. We have to see that it is there. We have to appreciate that it has something to teach us. But we're not meant to stay stuck in it. We're not meant to stay obsessed with this or addicted to it. We have to move through it now. I feel like the darkness has served a purpose here. And I love this because now let this connection inspire you. Let this connection become your muse. Let it represent lessons and ascension for being a better version of yourself. That's what's being offered right now for ascension. Yep. Devote more time and energy to the light. That's what I'm seeing here. Like enough of, you guys have faced enough darkness. You guys have faced enough hardship with the triggers and all the healing and all the things that have come up when it comes to this person. And some of you guys may still be working through that. And it doesn't mean that dark things won't come up again. But you're more in this like pattern of releasing the suppressions, releasing the addiction, releasing the codependency, releasing all the traumas. A lot of you guys are ready to release this. And you're ready to devote more time to having fun on your journey. Letting this connection inspire you. Letting it trigger you now into becoming a better version of you. Yeah, for ascension purposes. So you can ascend. So you can move towards the light. See, it keeps coming up here. Yep, so you can have a fresh start and grow in a whole new way on your journey. So some of you guys may have been on this journey for quite some time. And it's like now you're finally coming back. Full circle. You know, I'm ready to move in a different direction. I'm ready to experience something different now. I appreciate the cycle that I've been in this entire time with this individual, but I'm not interested in being in the devil's energy anymore. I'm ready to go towards something different now. I'm ready to upgrade my energy. So you guys both have these opportunities to get out of the darkness, to get out of the old, stop beating yourselves up, grow, learn, obtain wisdom. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. What's the energy for release? Love this, Nine of Pentacles. This is definitely a self-focused card, working on the self, putting more time and energy on the self. And we did already get this with the Hermit energy, soul searching. So Spirit is recommending to us that we go within, that we devote more time to ourselves instead of this person and this connection. Yes, you can grow and you can be inspired by this person, but this is not making your entire journey about this individual. It's about you too. Yes, this person's a part of it, but they're not your entire journey. There's a lot more things that you could be doing on your journey to grow and ascend. And being focused and stuck in the devil's energy when it comes to this person is actually just hindering your ascension at this time. Beautiful. Look at this. This is about divine timing, the Temperance, you guys. Muse. Paint beautiful, beautiful pictures. Focus more on the things that you love. That creates a different reality. And then you will see how things naturally restore themselves. To me, this is Spirit's way of saying, we got it. Because in traditional tarot, Rider-Waite, it shows an angel with 2 cups. Spirit's got it. Try not to worry about it. You don't really have to do anything to control the connection. You guys are either going to reconcile and restore, this connection together, or you will restore yourselves and be happy. Either way, why not be happy? No matter what happens. So you're being asked to focus more on healing, and you're also being asked to focus more on trusting in divine timing and trusting what's meant to be. We have devotion. What's devotion about? Oh, I love this. To me, the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, you guys, are very similar, but it's different. Nine of Pentacles means I don't need to depend on somebody financially. I've got all my ducks in a row. Nine of Cups means I don't need anybody to be happy. I'm not codependent on another person to matter. I'm so satisfied in my own energy and so focused on me that I'm in such a high vibration that I will naturally draw to me what I do desire, which is wish fulfillment. So 2 nines to me, actually also the Hermit. Again, what we're being guided to pay attention to on our ascension journey right now is to focus more on the self. You will see how things will naturally restore. As you heal, this connection heals. So devote more time to the self, you guys. Devote more time to your self-healing. So now we have ascension. Look at that. Now we have the Death. You're transitioning. You're ascending forward. You're getting out of the darkness. You're going towards the light. This is so freaking amazing. And then now we have fresh start. Yep. Oh my gosh. The Fool, how it couldn't be more perfect. And the Fool has already come up. And I think this is now the 3rd time that it's come up, because it came up for your person. It came up through the shadows, and now it's coming up again. So the Devil and the Fool is here. Again, this is telling us this is transitioning from the dark phase of the Devil and going to a new beginning. Let's activate ourselves in a whole new, fresh way. So we're being offered an opportunity to start over, to start new, to shift to another level, to shift frequencies, to jump timelines, whatever speaks to you guys. But you are being given an opportunity right now. You and your person are being given an opportunity right now to do things differently, to change things around. And this, of course, could potentially lead to reconciliation and a fresh new start with this connection, but it's after you guys really, really focus on yourselves and really transition out of any kind of darkness and shadows that could be holding you back. So that is what we are seeing here. So let's now move into what your person wants to communicate to you from their higher self. So we're going to go into 2 of these are twin flame journey messages that I created, and the Twin Flame Journey Messages Volume 2, so 1 and 2. And these are actually now available in a set. I have some new sets that are available. I used to only do trios, but now I'm actually doing duos for decks. And that's only through Yes, you guys, because on my international site, I don't have control to put decks together like that. Okay, so what does your person want you to know from their higher self? What do they want you to know? What do they want to communicate to you from their higher self right now? I want to be authentic. I am no longer afraid. I feel like your person definitely is afraid and they do want to be authentic. So that's why we had the Strength card coming up several times, is because I feel like they are lacking some courage facing you. How could you still love me after all I've done? So there is this fear that they've done too much. There's too much water under the bridge. The damage has been done. It's too much. It's too harsh. It's just too heavy. And that you guys can't repair it. And lying. So here could be the deception. That could be the issue right there, where somebody was not honest. Somebody really sabotage the connection by lying. And what they're trying to tell you here is that it was just easier at the time than just being honest with you. It just was easier to lie. And they do wish to be authentic now. They don't want to be afraid of this connection. But one of their fears is that how could you actually love them and accept them after everything that's been done? Are you too scorned to ever forgive them? See, would you give me a chance to make things right between us? They don't know. So there's two questions here. You see that? They're not sure if you would give them a second chance. And it does scare them that maybe you won't, that you're too scorned. They do miss you. I miss the feel of you next to me. And that doesn't surprise me at all, because you and this person share a very magnetic, very magical, passion-filled spark and connection. They felt it, you felt it, it's still here. So they miss that. They miss how you made them feel. And I care too much about what others think right now. Your person could have cared too much about what other people thought in the past, and that's still really hard for them. It's still really hard for them to put their, let's just say, family or friends, or maybe even their colleagues, with what people expect from them. They might care too much about that right now. So that might be another thing that's standing in the way. So your person just wants you to know that it was easier to lie. They're not sure if that you would give them a second chance or forgive them. They don't want to be afraid, but they still are. And that right now, even though they do miss you, they also at the same time care too much about what other people think. And I'm also getting that they care too much about what you think of them. And that also is hard for them. Because if you think poorly of them, if you don't forgive them, if you look at them like they're a pile, that also affects them very significantly. And that causes them to clam up and to become a cowardly lion. I'm getting that as well. So that's what your person wants to communicate from their higher self. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go into what is the most important thing Spirit wants you to know about this connection today. So we're going to go into my Twin Flame Angel numbers and my Divine Feminine Healing cards. What's the most important thing Spirit wants you to know about this connection today? Two. The necessary seeds have been planted on your journey. Remain patient as they begin to gestate. I really like this because we did get, for the ascension, you guys, that fresh start. That is that seed, okay? So just pay attention to that. The necessary seeds have been planted for ascension. Remain patient. That was also this card here, Temperance. I can't find it now. What the hell? I don't know. These cards are all mixed together now. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Temperance was here once upon a time. Come on. I don't know where it's at, but you guys saw it. Temperance is patience. Okay? Let things temper. Let things balance out. We also have the green light. This is a green light from your angels. The answer is yes. So they want you to know that, yes, you're on the correct path. Yes to some sort of question or something that is plaguing you right now. If you guys are seeing 2s and 3s combination, this is also Spirit's way of communicating these things to you. And we have 747. So if you guys are seeing 2s, 3s, 4s, or 7s, or even 11s, because 7 plus 4 is 11, these are all very much messages from your guides and your angels. Begin to take your talents to the next level. Your dream job can be a main source of income. So some of you guys are really working on your purpose, your mission, your goals. So they're telling you to dedicate more time to that. And that makes total sense to me, because a lot of that devotion energy was all about the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles, which was work on the self. So the seeds have been planted. It's what you're doing with it now, what you're doing with your energy now. This is helping the two of you to grow to the next phase of your lives, of this connection. That is the way through. That is the way towards the light. That is the way forward. That's what Spirit's telling you here. Dreaming, love it. I must co-create with Spirit in order to bring my goals to fruition. Exactly. And Spirit is trying to co-create with you. It's saying begin to take your talents to the next level. Your dream job can become a main source of income. Maybe some of you guys have a certain talent and you guys are going to find a way. You feel guided. It's just a part of your mission and purpose. You feel guided to not only, have that talent and that, what's the word I'm looking for? Like something you love to do, hobby, taking it and actually creating a job from it and turning some sort of profit from it. That right there is such satisfaction. That's 9 of Cups energy. That's a dream come true, dream job. So some of you guys are working on that right now, and Spirit wants you to co-create with them. And you can't necessarily co-create with Spirit if you're stuck in the devil's energy, obsessing and waiting on this person. You're not making any kind of room in your energy field for manifestation if you're connected in that low vibrational way to this person. So Spirit's telling you, step aside. You've planted the seeds. Everything is in place the way that it's supposed to. Have faith that everything is going to work out the way it's meant to. But continue to do you. Continue to focus on your dreams. Continue to focus on your goals. Let's co-create. Let's take things to the next level. See that? You're taking things to the next level. You're leveling up on your journey. You're shifting your vibration on your journey. But we all have free will. Some of us may still struggle with the devil's energy, but we have an opportunity to leave it behind. Yeah, crystal clear. I trust my intuition. I know. My inner knowingness tells me I'm safe. A lot of people believe that if they don't focus on this person every day and feed this connection and feed this energy by thinking, stalking, obsessing, all these things, that somehow this connection they're going to lose it. That right there is the ego's way of tricking you into thinking that if you are not controlling this connection and controlling the outcome, that you're going to lose it. Well, this is about trust. This is about trusting and having faith and a higher purpose here, which already came up for the viewer. There's a higher purpose in this connection. That actually came up for your person. There's a higher purpose at stake here. There's a higher purpose for this connection. There's something to learn from this connection. And everything is going to unfold and be crystal clear. Trust that. It's all going to make sense. It might all be making sense now. I love this. We have power. I can accomplish any goal that I set my mind to. Nothing is unattainable unless I believe it is. So a lot of you guys are being asked to be crystal clear in your energy field. Crystal clear. 100%. This is what I believe. This is what I know. This is what I'm creating. What I'm dreaming of, I will have. Now, this is not about controlling another person. This is just about you focusing on you and focusing on the power that you hold and the energy and the vibration and the things that you want to see outside of yourself. Whatever energy we're holding will naturally show up in the form of opportunities, things, people, etc. It's vibration. It's a vibrational match. You're pulling these things into your vibrational field. So be crystal clear. If you no longer want to pull in devil energy, karmic lessons, heavy people that are addicted, people that, need something from you, that attach themselves to you. If you find that this is a cycle in your life that's just been nonstop playing over and over again, Spirit is asking you to level up, to get really clear, to do some work, to detach, maybe to disengage with certain things, behaviors, people, substances, anything, so you can get crystal clear and start creating the life that you want to create. But as long as we're shackled to devil's energy, we're not going to be able to manifest what we truly desire. So Spirit's saying this is your green light right now to realize that you actually hold the power with what you want to show up in your life. If you want success, if you want your soul purpose and mission to be realized, if you want certain things, it all depends upon your energy. So the devil is necessary to shed. We got to shed the devil. We got to shed the devil. And if some of you guys see that your connection and your energy is very tied to the devil, this may be that you're being asked right now to take a little bit of a break. Focus more on you until you can feel good about this connection. That's for some. So now we're going to end this reading with some upcoming energies from this person. So what will be some upcoming energies that are coming through? Maybe you'll feel it. Maybe some of you will see it. Maybe this person will actually come through with these energies. We never know. Let's go ahead and go into my Depths of the Sea Oracle and see what are some upcoming energies from your person. We have Zen, awareness. Your person could be connected to Eastern philosophy. They could be spending a lot of time just in meditation, becoming very aware of themselves. We also have the crab, though, which is guarded, hermit crab. We did see the hermit energy already come through. We have sea goddess, enigma, kind of puzzled. We do have releasement blowhole, which is good because release came through as one of the ascension tools. We have to release what no longer serves. And we have outside influences. All right. What is this energy here? Let me go ahead and get the tarot again. Okay. So awareness. What is this awareness energy? Oh, I like that. 10 of Cups. Your person in the future is becoming very aware, okay? So the energies from them is that they're becoming aware of what they actually want long term. They're looking more in long-term aspects of things rather than short-term. So short-term happiness, quick fixes, just things that make them feel good in the moment. They're actually becoming aware of what is going to make them happy long-term. So that's something that's happening for your person. They're maturing. They're becoming more aware of themselves. They're also becoming more aware of their family dynamic, the way that they were raised. This could be positive or negative. They're becoming aware of what makes them up as a human being. They're also becoming very aware of their commitment to themselves and also their commitment to other people. So now we have guarded. Wow. Soul contract. Justice. So this is about really looking at something and examining why they've been so guarded. So I feel like they may be going into their language of love. They may be going into the way that they were raised, why they are the way that they are. So I definitely feel like they're becoming very aware of themselves and really looking to heal and to clear some of this energy. And this could be something that has been an enigma to them for a very long time. So it's unlocking a lot of things. And so I also feel that the soul contract, because I feel in the very beginning of the reading, I definitely felt a lot of energy that your person relates you to some sort of significant soul lesson or karma. What happened in your connection very much is still with them. And it reminds them of who they are and just things that they want to improve. So this, to me, it's like this enigma. It's like there's something about your connection with them and your soul contract with them that helps to give them some kind of key back into examining themselves and unlocking something. Kind of interesting. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that Queen of Pentacles could be mother. But also this to me is like the person that's watching the video. They could see or feel your presence as very nurturing. Like they long to be in that like nurturing kind of an energy, gentleness from you. So if you were very gentle with them, or if you were somebody that was just very loving to them, but then you became the Queen of Wands, which it's like that's very hard for them because that's not really who you are, but that has been triggered within you to be that scorned Queen of Wands. They long for you to be this Queen of Pentacles with them again. So they're like an enigma. It's kind of like a mystery. How can I get into your good graces again? How can I help? How can I heal? How can I change? How can I make myself better? How can I not do this to someone else? So to me, they're becoming very aware of what they want, and what they want is a Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that is either you or somebody that's like you, somebody who's nurturing, somebody who they can settle down with. That's what I'm seeing here. And we have releasement. Yeah, how do I manifest this? So they're manifesting by releasing. They're manifesting by clearing and healing old patterns, for sure. And that's why I feel like the shark's outside influence is coming in, because a lot of this person's makeup, I mean, a lot of our own makeup has to do with outside influences, okay? We don't just become who we are without the help of other people. Other people's thoughts, other people's influence, other people's beliefs about us, what are other people's expectations, other people manipulating us, maybe even abusing us. These outside influence do shape and mold who we are. And I do feel like your person realizes that a lot of their outside influences have, in a way, steered them in a direction to face who they are, to face their darkness, to heal and learn and ascend. But they're starting to become more aware of themselves, that they want to manifest something new, that they want to release the old and manifest something new. Yep, and here's the Strength again. This is their card. Strength has come up now several times. So Strength, the Fool, and the Devil are very significant cards in this reading today. All major arcanas too, so very powerful stuff. But this is definitely telling me here that your person is really, really trying to pull away and become stronger from worldly influences of other people, and what people believe about them. And what really do they believe about themselves versus what other people believe? What do they want for themselves versus what other people want for them? Now, remember, your person is still struggling. That was a message from their higher self. They're still struggling because they care too much still about what other people think about them and what other people want for them. So I feel like your person is still in a way struggling, and they're still restraining themselves because of what other people think or what other people want from them. So they're on a journey to self-realization. That's what I'm getting from them. They're on a self-realization journey right now. And they're balancing out their strengths and their weaknesses. And they're figuring out what they want, what they don't want, who they want, what happiness really looks like to them. And you're part of this ascension process for them. You're a person that they came together with in this life for a reason. Your soul contract. They have a soul contract with you. And so until they clear things up, or until they balance this karma, it's like they're going to still continue to stay connected to you, just like you're going to continue to feel connected to them. And it is an enigma, and it's a mystery, and it's a mystery that they want to solve in this life. And so in a way, it's kind of like it propels them forward. It keeps them moving forward. You're always in the back of their mind is what I'm getting here. You're always a mystery. You're a part of a key. You're a part of them finding themselves again, if that makes sense. So you're a very important person in this person's energy, in their ascension, and just in their life, regardless of whether you're physically in it or not. So that's really beautiful. I really see that your person's doing some major work on themselves in the future, and that's the energy that they're bringing through in the future. So I really hope that you guys got something positive from that reading. I really hope it was helpful to you with where you're at with this person. And anyway, so just thanks so much for watching, you guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.